In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. O Arjun, one who understands the divine secret of my birth and my works, then doesn't keep a material intellect towards me, that soul is easily able to cultivate divine sentiments and thereby achieve love for me, to cross over the ocean of life and death. So we had discussed the birth of the Lord is divine. When Lord Krishna manifested in the prison house of Kans in Mathura, he did not manifest as a little baby. Tamadbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankha gadayudayudham. The Bhagavatam states that he manifested as 6-foot form. In his hand he was holding the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, the Sudarshan disc. Now that 6-foot form, could it have emerged from the womb of Devaki? The disc in the Lord's hand is the sharpest thing in the world. Imagine the discomfort of Devaki if the Lord had sat down like that in her stomach. So it was a divine birth by his Yoga Maya. He made the mother feel that the child is in the womb. But then at the appropriate moment, the womb emptied and the Lord manifested in front. This is the difference between our birth and the divine birth of the Lord. We also discussed that the Lord's form is also divine. We have the Deh. The Sanskrit word for the body is Deh. And we are the Dehi, those who reside in this body. There is a distinction, Deh and Dehi. This distinction does not exist for God. Deha Dehi bhidhas chaiva nanyasyaiva kadachana. Narad Puran. Deha Dehi vibhedoyam neshvare vidyate kachit. Ved Vyas has written in the Varaha Puran, the Lord himself becomes his body. So this body of the Lord is very miraculous. When we see it, everybody perceives it to the limit of their spiritual power. Like for example, in the Krishna Leela, Lord Krishna resided in Vrindavan for 11 years and 52 days. And then he went to Mathura. There Kans had arranged for a Dhanur Yagya, the bow sacrifice. And Lord Krishna, he entered the Rangashala stadium where the band was going on. It was a carnival kind of festival. And as he entered, everybody saw Krishna differently. The Bhagavatam states, Mallanam ashanirninam naravarastrinam smaro murtiman gopanam swajano satang shitibujang shasta swapitro shishu mrityur bhojapate virat vidusham tattvam param yoginam vrishninam paradevateti vidito rangangatas sagrajah. First of all, Kans, he sent forth his wrestlers Chanur and Mushtik. You may have seen in the Krishna serial, huge personalities. So they looked at Krishna and said, this puny little guy, we'll squash him and make chutney of him with our hands. They could bend iron. But before wrestling, the wrestlers, they shake hands. And while doing so, Lord Krishna, he bent the little finger of his hand. Now the wrestlers put all their might, but they could not straighten it. So they say, Mallana Mashanir Ninam Naravara. He seems as hard as a thunderbolt. And the ladies there, who had been hearing the glories of Lord Krishna and secretly worshipping him and been yearning for his darshan, finally they feasted their eyes on his enchanting form and said, wow, he is the most handsome personality in the world. We heard there is one Kamdev Cupid, but he is way beyond. Out there was also Nand Baba, who had come. He said, he is my little child. He was looking with paternal affection. On the other hand, Kans was sitting in the most important VIP place. He looked and thought, my death personified is dancing. Kans had been told by Narad that there's one boy, he will not leave you. So when Kans got the news that Krishna has come, he was petrified. Water has come, he is thinking Krishna may be in it, throw it away. Food has come, he is doubting, oh, this black colored dal may be Krishna, discard it. He is seeing Krishna in his clothes and ripping them. Asina samvishan tishthan bhunjana paryatan mahim chintayano rishikesha mapashyat tanmayan jagat. And the associate evil kings of Kans, they were looking and getting terrified, like a junior clerk is terrified by the company director. So everybody is looking at Krishna differently. This is the miracle of the divine form of God. Hence, if we just see God, don't think you will become God realized. Sometimes people ask the question, Swamiji, can we see God? But do you know, it's highly likely that in our endless past lifetimes, we have possibly seen God. The Hindu philosophy is not of one lifetime. We all are eternal souls and we've had innumerable past lives. So 5,000 years ago when Lord Krishna descended, it is possible we were here. It is possible we also saw him. But we could not recognize his divinity because our senses were material. So let us not get into this misconception that if I could just see God, I'd become God realized. Take the case of Duryodhan. Duryodhan, when he was in Hastinapur, and the war of Mahabharat was becoming imminent, Lord Krishna thought that let me, for the sake of the world, strive for a compromise formula so that in future people don't blame me that Krishna was present on the planet, then why did the Mahabharat happen? So Krishna said, let me show them. He went for the Sandhi, for some kind of agreement to Hastinapur. And he said to Duryodhan, the Pandavas are your cousin brothers. Duryodhan said, absolutely, Keshav. They have the right to live. Definitely, Keshav. They are princes. To live, they need some amount of land. Yes, Shyam Sundar. Give them 5 villages. There will be no war. Declared. Duryodhan said, 5 villages. Suchakam naivadasyami bina yuddhena Keshava. I will not concede to them the amount of land that could come on the tip of a needle. Sri Krishna said, now what to do with this guy? He showed his Virat Roop, the cosmic form. The same form that he will show subsequently to Arjun in the Bhagavad Gita. But Arjun, looking at it, said, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashvadam Divyamadi Devam Ajam Vibhum. Duryodhan said nothing of the sort. He said, who is this joker? What kind of magic is he doing? Tie him up with a rope and throw him into the cellar. See, Duryodhan had darshan, but not attainment. So there's a difference. We all likely in endless lifetimes during the avatar have probably seen Ram, Krishna, etc. But our purpose will be served when we attain God. And we will attain Him when we receive His grace.